There's plenty of time left in 2023, 356 days to be exact. Yeah, got it for you right there.
Gaynalyn Condi is here to help us dream big for the new year and use this time to our advantage. Why not start early? Let's think big.
Yeah, I think sometimes at this point in January, we're thinking of the resolutions and the goals, and we go straight to the plan. And I would just like to suggest that maybe there's a step before that, and that's the dreaming part. I'm about to turn 52, and I've realized that there's something that happens as we get older, that as kids we can be inspired, where we stop imagining and dreaming. And I think before we start with the goals and the lists and the to-dos, can we go back to creating some space so that we can dream a little bit more?
I love this subject so much. And you're so right. I think once we become parents and we get busy, we start running out of bandwidth. We're focused on the kids. But I think it's really important to show them that we are still people with imagination. There are still goals to achieve. How do we begin to do that?
Well, I think just making it very simple, I think we need to make space and time for that. If I become so to-do list focused or overstretched in my schedule, I just naturally don't have the space to like daydream and wonder. And so I would say maybe block out an hour a week where you really aren't committed to anything, so there's some space. And I think in that place, what would help you? For me, like music can kind of take me to a different space. Sometimes there are those inspirational videos that kind of help you think beyond whatever is your normal to-do list or your normal schedule. Think about what kind of fosters that. One of the things I've started is a dream journal where it's not like for anyone to, I don't need to make it like structured. It doesn't have to have a goal. Sometimes I'm just doodling. I have like a whole cup of just markers on my desk that are all these pretty colors. And I've tried to just kind of foster that part of my brain that feels a little like shut down, if you know what I mean, and too focused on like, okay, is this effective with my time? Am I accomplishing something? Am I being, you know, productive right now? And just spend some time journaling in a way that is about your dreams. Maybe like go crazy in the thoughts of like, if you could do anything and you knew you only had one day left, what would you be doing with that time?
That's so good to think about, because what I'm hearing is non-judgmental and permission to think what you want to think.
Right.
And that is your space and your space only. So you make the time, that's number one. And then second, you say brainstorm.
Yeah, and I think for example, for me, I know that when we talk about meditation or we talk about goal planning or we talk about choosing a word, I think all of those things are great, but are there people in your life that you know that you can kind of look to and say, it looks like they're maybe fostering a dream that I've maybe set aside. I don't think comparisons are always great, but I do think there's people that can inspire us. And I think there are people around us that are doing some of the things that are out of the box. Just sit and maybe journal about them, or get on the phone with them, or text them and say, like, what helped you get started? I get those messages all the time on social media. I just got one this morning, like, your writing scary things has helped me write scary things. And they ask, like, how did you get started? Why did you have the courage to start putting some vulnerability out there in books or hosting a show or things that, so reach out to those people that may help you take that step forward.
That's such a great idea too, because we are all each other's teachers. You never know where you're going to spark that inspiration. And what I like about this too is that it goes back to your own inner child. Right? That's what we're nurturing.
Like who did you want to be when you were 10 years old? I think 10-year-old girls especially, they have no limitations. They want to be, I wanted to be Oprah and host the Today Show. And so I'm here sitting with you, and I feel like at some level that part of me as a 10-year-old didn't feel like I had to choose between being a mom and having some of these dreams. And that's the next step. The next step is you can take steps towards planning. Like maybe it's that you start a vision board, and I know that's kind of cliche or this time of year, but once you've spent some time dreaming, then maybe take the actions forward and ask yourself maybe why you're not. I know for me, it's usually about fear. And I love the idea of like, if I was to die today, and I've lost some people recently, so that's on my mind, would it be more scary to die with that dream that I didn't even try, or would it be worth trying something and then failing? I think most of us are afraid of the failure, but what if we were more afraid of of leaving our life without even trying.
I think that too. Have you two heard the quote that says, "Don't die with the music still inside you"?
Exactly.
I think about that all the time
Exactly.
too.
Exactly.
Get it out. Be brave.
Yeah. So start with making some space, then do either a journal, music that helps you think about it. You know, a dream journal for me with doodling and drawing out the dream helps like materialize it, and then take the step forward. Whether that's making an appointment to talk to somebody, or take a class, or put it on a vision board. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. Like, we don't have to like feel the dream today.
Or
it's
make
just
this
taking
big
this
production over it.
Exactly.
Ganel-Lyn Condie, you are always so inspirational, motivating us for 2023. Think bigger for yourself.
Yes, and dream again. It's okay to dream. It's okay to dream.
I love that message.
Thank
One of
you.
my favorites. Thank you so much.